Namaste, everyone. One thing that I would like to explore today, something I was talking to my brother last night, and we were exploring meditation. What is meditation like this? He shared one word, Avkaash, in Hindi word, no? Which I have heard from Osho, and I very deeply understood the meaning of it in relation to what is meditation, fundamental meditation. No? Avkaash can be translated superficially, like being free for something, having time for something, maybe no. Like I have avkash for it. मेरे पास अवकाश है इसके लिए, like I have time for something. But actually, it's not that. Actually, if avkash can be understood, meditation can be understood so simply. Like we can have time for something, like I am free to do something. We can have time in general, like I don't have a already assigned activity for this time. I'm just free. I have some free time. So tell me what you want from me. No. But still, that availability of time or ourself during this time, our availability during this time still is kind of oriented towards doing something. No. Avakash is the time that we, the soul, can give to ourselves to live the what we can call Antar Aakash, the inner sky, the inner skyness of ourselves. No? Avkash is the time we can give to ourselves to just enjoy the the nature of ourselves, and not for any other reason, but just because it is my nature. Not to solve any problem, not to become clear about something, but because my nature is here and it is most beautiful, most joyful. There is no joy higher than living our own nature. There is no beauty more beautiful than this, our own skyness, our own Antar. So meditation is Avkaash. In one sense, it is taking a break from everything, but more importantly, taking a break for ourselves. This is the important part we are missing. Either we are not taking a break from things which we are doing from inside, or we are not taking a break for ourselves, or vice versa also. Yet, okay, I'm trying to take a break for myself, but without noticing that we are not taking a break from everything else. So, living the inner sky like being that we are does not require us to do anything with anything that is happening in it. So, to live our own nature, it does not require us to do anything with anything that is happening inside us. No? So, this is what is meditation. Learning to live our own nature. Avkaash, no? Avkaash. And it is not going to solve any problem. Let's be clear about it. It's not going to solve any problems. It is only going to bring you the being to your own taste, to your own truth. That's all. Is it worth? Is it worth attending? No. Is it worth attending when it is not going to solve any of my problems? If problems are more important, then no, it is not worth. But it is when it is seen in a mature being that problems keep on coming and going, and problems are a state of affair of life. It's not something fixed. This is the highest luxury I can give to myself. This is the highest joy, highest achievement possible. I would like to go for it. For no other reason, but just for it. So going, sitting in ourselves for ourselves, not for solving anything. No. So if all of you are interested or ready for it, let us sit in ourselves now. No? For no other reason. Just because it is most joyful. Like so much joyful, such beauty that for this you will be probably ready to take 1,000 times more problems than you have in your life. That if even if that is the cost, I'm ready for that. But let us taste it first. We are tasting ourselves to solve problems, to become free from something. Or finally, if not, let us use it to wake up to who I am. Without knowing what it means to wake up to who I am, without knowing why I want to wake up to who I am. But this does not require any such agenda. Without any agenda, without any particular reasons, but for the sheer joy of living our own beauty. Yeah. So let us live our own beauty. And of course, there will be some challenge here. The challenge will be our habit of continuously doing something. Doesn't matter what. It just does not matter what. So there is no need to find out what I am doing or why I am doing. Doing is doing. It's a habit of doing something all the time. And right now, we are in a way not doing anything. In a way, we are doing something. No? We are doing something different than what we do usually all the time. We have decided to live our own being. Avkaash. It is not really taking a break from doings. It is taking a break for living ourselves, which is much a higher, much more valuable than just being free from doings. No. So try to catch what I'm saying. Then the fight that we might feel, inner struggle we might feel, will not be felt so much. So this is a loving invite from my being to your being. That as I am living my being in this Avkaash of my being, not doing anything, just rejoicing in what I am, as I am right this very moment, you are invited also. I invite you also in your own being to live that. Don't live the content of your being, meaning what is happening inside you is the content. If you are not able to already feel the joy, the spaciousness and the true beauty of your own self right now, then identify the content. Identify means see clearly what is the content inside you. Not that whether they are thoughts or feeling, not defining them, but knowing, acknowledging clearly that there is some content inside me. going on, and also my engagement with that content going on. Because if your engagement with your content of the being is not going on, not there in place, you are free to live. You are naturally going to live as the being that you are also. It is not a dull state of being or dim, trying to dim yourself. No. So don't try to make yourself dull or dim in any way. As you have become more clear about the content inside you, I want to bring your attention or something to your notice. I want to bring something to your notice now, that there is a content inside you, but also there is sort of a orientation from your side to keep looking at the content. Notice this and let go of this fixation of you, that we just keep looking from the being continuously into the content which is inside the being, in the space of being. Let go of that also now. So not trying to see the content in what is in the space of being. Not trying to be the being also. There is no need to be the being. Not trying to see, not trying to be. There is no rejection for the content inside the being. But it's just that no attention given to it now. Right now the value, the sensitivity is going towards you who has the content in it. Content being the feelings, thoughts, and absolutely everything that can be experienced. So what can be experienced separate from you is the content. Who you are, who is experiencing is the being. Having this Avkaash for yourself, meaning to remaining in yourself, not coming to the content, but just remaining within yourself. It is little difficult to catch, but it is very, very rewarding. Try to listen as I'm speaking, try to live as I'm living with you, no? It's a very subtle pointing, which cannot be so much understood through thinking, but you can get it in this moment by living it. So the content which is inside the being, which is the thoughts and feelings and everything, has not gone anywhere. And whatever way you want to improve that, you will be able to later on. Right now, the focus is on something else. That something else is ourself, the being in which things are happening. This, this sense of spaciousness may look like an experience, but if you do not do anything about this experience, then either this will be found to be a true experience of yourself and it will become more clean and clear and true, or it will just disappear like a smoke and it will be found that it was not a true experience of myself. So, not fighting with the content, it's just that you have decided not to give value to it right now. As we do activity of the mind, thoughts, feelings, and we have given up now, even now we are in satsang, we are in a guiding, even then that energy continues flowing inside us, and which is okay. But not only that, our continuous engagement with that also continues. Just be alert about that part. That I have decided now to not do the thinking or feeling or any work. Right now I am not doing any work, including spiritual work. I am not trying to do any spiritual work right now. It is time for me to just live my own self for no other reason, just for the sheer joy of it, for the sheer beauty of it, because it is most beautiful. Anything that we have lived so far is nothing compared to the beauty of who we are. So it's not that we are trying to create something new, it's just that we are trying to live something which is mostly not lived, which is not going to remove anything else from us. Everything else will still remain same. But maybe our way of looking at things, our value may change. We may have more value for this eternal beauty of our own being. It is not visible to the eyes of mind, thinking or feeling through the mind. It is only visible to you. This is the thing. You cannot experience it in a normal way. Please understand this. When you are not doing anything with anything that is inside you, then you are naturally resting in yourself. Try to understand this part, please. Resting in yourself is not sleeping in yourself. Resting in yourself is remaining as the being. This remaining as the being is the way that you will naturally feel your own beauty. In this nature of ourself, this taste of our own being, this beauty, does not match with anything that we have experienced in the past. So there is no way to say that, okay, I know this. We cannot know this. We can only live this. Or if we are too attached to the sense of knowledge, then we may miss to live it. So even the sense that I know this or that is the content. Beloved, wake up right now. Even this sense that I know this and I know that, even this is content. If possible, wake up, see this right now. The sense of journey, the sense of traveler, myself, who has been doing this and who is doing this and who want to do this. Even this is the content. You are the container of it. You are not in it. It is in you. What we call myself usually, this myself in the quotes, is in you, not vice versa. So last few seconds. I can sense that some of you have actually come home in this moment. Like you have become so much comfortable and simple about it. And while you are able to actually live this beauty. So this is sort of a knack that we can learn in a alive guiding like this. Sometimes even through a recording also. But we can learn this knack somehow, that what exactly it means to stay as myself or to stay in myself. No? This is not going to give us anything. It is not going to take away anything from us. It is that like treasure of treasures within us, just never visited. Why we don't visit? Because our eyes and mind is full of sense of goal, sense of desire, achievement, sense of problem. This does not give us any of those things. But anyone who is able to taste it loses all the desires slowly, if not immediately. All the desires, including the desire for enlightenment. Even the desire for enlightenment falls away by living this simple, eternal beauty, eternal beauty of our own being, which is so constantly present and so constantly missed by us, because it is so obvious, missing the obvious like this. This guiding is just an attempt to kind of bring you to this simplicity and to live our own beauty. If you try to hold on to it, you have already missed it. Already you have lost it. If you do not do anything, it will not go anywhere ever. So learn this, please, in last few seconds. Again, learn this simple thing. It requires only one thing, value for it, for no other reason. Only one thing it requires. To be able to live the beauty of ourselves requires only one thing, value for it, for no other reason. I want to live the truth of myself for the truth of myself, not for solving anything. And this can be so simply lived as if breathing in, breathing out. Because breathing in, breathing out, and everything that is connected or ignited by the breath, thoughts, feelings, and body, and everything is happening in this truth of who we are. And all of that, all of these things are simultaneously present. The being in which everything is happening, and everything that is happening in the being, all is simultaneously present. Nothing need to be removed, and yet we can know who we are, which brings eternal peace in our being. So thank you for joining this guiding.